All right, this is a little weird for me, but one of my Patreon supporters wanted me to do a review of one of my own songs. Um, so I thought it'd be cool to do. We'll see how it goes. Um, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, he sings so good, blah blah blah. But I can give you some insights on why it's written the way it is and what it's about, and what it started out as. So this is a song called "A Fork in Hobby Road," and the title should be little a little teaser for what it's about. But let's get into it. Ryan Mear, "A Fork in Hobby Road."
Travel down this road, so many ways to go. None of them I see a different me. Choose one road, you let the others go. Won't come back around.
All right, so this one, um, I'll explain what it's about later. I'll let you listen to it. But as almost all my songs, it started out on acoustic. I was playing acoustic open mics and at a local place called the Wild Rose Moon, and so I was writing it to play there. So I'll give you an example. So there's your chord, your main chord. It's B minor, D, and A, and I just liked the chord progression, so I kept playing it, and then I wrote the music first, the guitar, and then I figured out I just liked how it sounded. So I thought, well, what am I thinking about? What's it make me think about? And it made me think about driving for whatever reason. So I literally just started driving down that road and I know which way to go. And then it turned into something else, not quite so boring.
Now I know this town inside out and upside down. I can't help
I had a little fun with the bass too.
a different me. Choose one road, you let the others go. Won't come back around. I see every road in me. Now I know this town inside out and upside down. I can't.
All right, I'm somehow able to kind of detach from it and listen to it because I've usually when I do this, I'm listening to stuff I don't know. So obviously I know the song, I know it's me, but I'm able to listen to it like it's another band. So I find myself liking the beat and the bass, and I'm like, I fucking played that. And it's weird for me to do this because I'm not like bragging, but I'm pretty happy with it, man. I dabbled with the drums. I had years ago a friend of mine kept his drum set where I was living, so I played for like a long. I wasn't taught or anything. I just figured out how to play, and I didn't for I don't know 15 years. Then I got an electronic set, and I wanted to play my music, so I started recording the CD as a gift for my family for Christmas, and ended up writing songs for it. And when it came time to put it down into different tracks, what did I learn? A lot. I learned I was a horrible fucking drummer. I couldn't keep time, and the first song I wrote had about 60 edits just in the drums to get it to line up in time. By the time I did my last song, I only had about 4 edits to get to line the drums back up. So I'm pretty proud of this beat. This is, I think, third or fourth song I recorded, and it was kind of tricky. I could do a lot of syncopated kind of rhythms. I don't know if this is or not. So the snare kind of needs to be popped in a different spot than like a straight 4/4. So I was happy with it. The bass was fun to do. I did some kind of cool bass lines in it. It's fun to write, man.
Can't help but feel none of this is real. Leave me, so much water in me, just too much to see. Just a little further on. Jack of all trades, master of none. Choose one road.
Maybe I need to prove I'm singing it right. Let's pick a line here.
Master of none. Me. Just too much to see. So much wonder in me. It's just too much to see. Just a little further on. Jack of all trades, master of none. Choose one road. Do you let the others go, or come back around? I see every road in me.
All right, the solo. Since I wrote it for acoustic open mics, I didn't have a solo in it. I just played. And sometimes I take a loop pedal and try and play rhythm and then play lead over it, and usually end up disastrous because I can never figure out how to work the goddamn thing right. But this solo I'm pretty proud of. It's I don't know, it's kind of different. I don't know what to really think about it, but let's give it a listen. All right, so that solo, I did it. It wasn't one take, but each pass was improvised, and the intro.
Every road in
That whole part was what you heard is the first time I ever played it. I just played it right on the spot, and yeah, I'm proud of that. The second part, I had an idea where I wanted to go, and it took me 3 or 4 takes to get it, but third or fourth take.
choose one road. You let the others go, or come back around.
I love when songs do that. They stop. Of course, I'm going to put in what I love hearing. One thing I have learned from listening to these other songs is I need way more layers of guitar and vocals and everything. It sounds pretty kind of thin. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't have the layers, the density that I've been hearing in all this other music. And that's from, I never, fuck man, I never recorded a whole album before. And, I played all the instruments, I recorded it, mixed it, tried to master it myself, and then I went through the roots and got it published, and now it's streaming everywhere. And I'm pretty damn proud of that too. Just get better.
I see every road in me. Choose one road. You let the others go. Come back around. I see every road in me.
Listen to this. It's just volume control, and that's through the whole song. Listen, I'll pick a spot.
Up that goddamn Ford. There's
That's the wrong song, bro.
travel down this road.
That little volume swells and all those things. It's because when I recorded the guitar, it was still a little thin. I needed that mid range to come up. So I did a partial chord and hit it and just did a swell right into it. So it wasn't too blatant. It's real subtle. You don't really know it's there unless somebody tells you about it, which I mentioned a lot and stuff. So I'm learning. So about the song, it's called A Fork in Hobby Road because I'm a bit scatterbrained. Some of the people on Discord and Patreon, they've seen some other stuff I do drawing. I do tattoos, and I play guitar. I like wrenching on Jeeps. So I got a lot of hobbies, and A Fork in Hobby Road. Basically, what the song is saying is like if I would just focus on one, I could probably do it as well as I think I could, but I can't. So, I get focused on something. It's like, hey, there's something you love doing. So I go there. Hey, there's something. So it's this fork in the road I keep taking. And it says, do I, choose one road? Do you let the others go or do you come back around? I see every road in me. So it's all part of me. So I can't ignore them. I got to take these other routes. And, I guess I think that it could be a detriment to some of the individuals' hobbies I have, but I don't know. It's a thing. So that's my song, A Fork in Hobby Road. It's kind of weird to do. If you'd like to see some more of that, or maybe a little more about the recording process, I'd be happy to dig into it or pick another song or whatever. Thank you. That was me doing my thing. Me staring at three of my faces that I drew. Actually, these three images of my face here on the cover were I did on Art Desk on Surface Pro. And what I was doing was a study because I really like drawing comic book action heroes and stuff. But I was trying to get better at just drawing faces in general. So I needed kind of a normal looking, not chiseled face to draw. So I just took 3 pictures of myself in different faces, different expressions, and roughed them out comic book illustration style. Triangle and the stuff, 31's all over the place. I love the number 31. It's a little representative of, I guess, a triangle. It's a very strong shape. It's very simple. 3 points, 1 object. And there's something that now about me.